Let's see here. Let's refresh Smash the Scale so you guys can see behind the scenes too. So if you're at Smash the Scale, so Ben's testing this out on his phone. All you have to do is press play. Ah, there I am, see? So if you're at Smash the Scale, so Ben's testing this out on his phone. So I can't have mine play because the feedback would be crazy, but we know it is working. So super excited. Let's share the screen so we can get this party started. And I want to pull that up. July webinar. We're going to share this. And we're going to play it. All right, babe. On smashthescale.com, does it show just the webinar? Or do you? No? Let me see. No, you're already on the page. Oh, it's loading. Okay. We'll get started. So Smash the Scale, you guys, you are here because you are ready to debunk worth by numbers. You know that your worth is not based on the size clothes you wear, what the number is on the scale, and definitely not the amount that is in your bank account. We innately know that, like we know that deep down, but we often have a hard time actually internalizing that and feeling it for ourselves. So why are you here tonight? You are here to smash the scale. Everyone has a way that we measure ourselves. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I forgot to do one thing. Let's see, view, no navigator, hide format bar, and we're going to hide toolbar. Boom. And we're going to go into full screen. Nope, we're not.
It's not letting me do it.
We're going to do the play the slideshow. Okay, there we go. All right. This is way better. Hey, Leanne. So why are you here? Smash the Scale. There's all different ways that we measure ourselves, whether we're pitting ourselves against ourselves and we're overachievers, we're perfectionists, as Brene Brown says, or we're measuring ourselves against other people, whether it's people in the workplace, whether it's looking at other people's bodies when we're at the gym or just out and about. There's always a way that we compare ourselves to other people or compare ourselves to ourselves. And this is the scale that we're talking about, whether it is in your body, whether it's in your mindset, whether how good you feel about yourself, if you're happy with yourself, and definitely when it comes to your finances. Finances are so important because finances are our way of life. We are no longer a society of bartering and trading. So understanding our finances and how to create more finances is super important, and learning how not to be jealous and envious, right? That's part of your mindset too. So you may be tuning in tonight because perhaps you have a few pounds to lose. Maybe you'd like to increase your energy so you have more stamina and focus throughout the day. Maybe you'd like to step it up in the gym. I mean, maybe you're hitting the gym hard and you're just not seeing the results that you truly desire. And maybe you are 40 and you feel 80 and you want to know how to look and feel your best so that you live a long life out in the real world and not in a hospital bed. You also may be here because money's tight and you've heard this thing called residual income. You know, I've talked about residual income and passive income, and you're like, well, what is that? And you're here to find out more. So I am a teacher at heart. I was a preschool teacher once upon a time, and I love sharing information with people. And if you saw me hop on Facebook a little bit earlier, I said, this is your opportunity to ask the #1 rude question you can ask somebody who teaches, which is, can I pick your brain? So tonight you're going to have an opportunity for question and answer, but I'm also going to be teaching you basics that you can apply today around your nutrition, around your exercise, and also around your mindset. So, whoops. So also, here we go. Here's the exercise. Here's our mindset. Our mindset is super important because that's going to affect everything in our life today. So who are you and what's your story? Now, this is something that I've been asked all the time, like tons of business classes, marketing classes, and I never really quite got the question until about 8 months ago, 10 months ago maybe, where I realized who I am presently. Yeah, it has to do with where I've been and what I've done and mistakes and challenges and victories, but who I am now in the present moment is more important than all of that. So when you think of yourself right now, what's your story? Who are you? Did you get fired from work? Did you gain the 10 pounds back? Did you file bankruptcy? And I'm going for the extreme stuff here because we often only identify ourselves with the lowest vibration, most negative aspects of ourself as our identification. And that's just such a horrible mindset to be in, a horrible space to be in, and nothing good can come of that. So I really want you to think of how you view yourself. Who are you at your core? What do you believe about yourself? And what is your story? And what do you really desire? Now that word desire there is very specific because want means that you are lacking something and you could never really progress from a state of lack. Desire is saying that, you know what, I'm grateful for what I have now and I will take it to the next level, or I desire the next level, or I would like to see the next level. Now, the things that we are really after in life is love, self-love, abundance, and happiness. Those are the core emotions that every human being really wants to see in their life. And it will come from a variety of different ways. So that self-love means that you take care of yourself, that you think highly of yourself, that you value yourself, you value your time. So we're in the kitchen right now. Can you guys hear Thomas just got some water? That was not the bathroom. So abundance. Abundance. Oh my gosh, abundance. Some people feel abundance in resources. They feel abundance in time. They would really like to see abundance of friends and family. And obviously, a lot of people would like to see abundance in their finances, in resources, so that they can go and do and live and enjoy life, not be stressed out about life so much. Happiness is another one that we really want to focus on, because happiness is a high vibrational energy. Happiness is the state of being that we can, take care of any of life's challenges that come up because we have this positive outlook. So these are our 3 core desired emotions, and I'm going to show you how you can get there. But first, let's talk about what could be holding you back. So the biggest things that I hear from people, especially interviewing people on Love is a Verb podcast, is the thing that was preventing themselves from loving themselves, truly loving themselves, was doubt and fear. Maybe you've already tried dieting. Maybe you've already tried working out. Maybe you don't think it will work this time because you've done it so many times. Maybe you think you can't afford healthy food, or you don't have enough money to hire a coach. Maybe you don't think a shake is real food. And yes, we're going to talk about shakes tonight. There's too many network marketing companies. Oh my gosh, my head is spinning. You don't want to be another network marketer. You don't want to sell to your friends. Ugh. And you're afraid of failing. And that fear of failing is keeping you from trying. Well, let me give you just a little sneak peek of what your solution is. Now, this is not a hard sell. I'm not here to pressure you. If you go to laurenherrera.isogenics.com, you will see a 30-day system and a weight loss / president's pack. Now, this is the place to start to create a healthy mind and body and pocketbook. I'll get into details later about your bonuses. If you enroll tonight, you don't have to stay on to hear about the bonuses, but just know if at any point during the webinar you go to laurenherrera.isogenics.com and enroll in the 30-day system or the President's Pack, I will automatically give you the bonuses, which are a 30-day personal training program. Now, a 30-day personal training program is awesome because it's based on the equipment you have access to, your goals, and what you're able to do. It's totally personal. You're going to get one of those for 30 days. I'm going to double that if you enroll in a President's Pack. So that means that you will get 60 days of a personal training program if you enroll with Isagenix tonight on that President's Pack. Now, the other thing that you're going to get is 4 Skype sessions over the next 116 days. So these will be 45 minutes. We're going to cover anything that you really require for your growth, whether it's talking about mindset, talking about nutrition, or actually going through a workout. I will give you 4 of those if you enroll tonight. I will give you 8 over 116 days if you enroll with a President's Pack. And later, I'll share with you why 116 days is such an important number. So who am I? Who I am and why I care and why you should take me seriously. I'm Lauren Herrera. I have been 16 years in the fitness business. I'm a 2nd-generation Pilates teacher. I learned from Ron Fletcher, who learned from Joe and Clara Pilates, the originators of that entire system. I'm the host of Love is a Verb podcast. I'm a love, abundance, and happiness coach. I actually teach people how to evoke those feelings and those emotions and those things in their life. I'm a business strategist, so I help people in network marketing. I help people in concept of their business. I help people with systems and tools in their business. I help get business done. I've tried every diet. I've had disordered eating. And I'm an experienced power lifter, so I know what it is to recover from those diet yo-yos and disordered eating and what it is to eat for performance. I have a failed brick and mortar gym, but because I have a success mindset, I have a growth mindset, I know that that was just a learning experience to go further, because now I'm a successful online entrepreneur, which I'll tell you is a lot easier and basically 0 risk. So let's get your notebook. So here is your free content. This is the time that you get to pick my brain for free. We are going to talk about some basic nutritional facts, no fads allowed. Nutritional basics, a macronutrient. So a macronutrient is part of your nutrition. This is protein. Protein is a building block and it helps you feel fuller longer. You would really be wise to have some part of a protein product in every single one of your meals. Fat. Fat is super important for your brain, for vitamin and mineral absorption. Fat can come from avocados. It can come from seed oils. It can come from seeds, from nuts. It can also come from butter. And your fruits and your vegetables. So this is kind of a fiber, it's kind of all thrown in together. The more you eat of fruits and vegetables, really the better off you're going to be with starches in small quantities. And speaking of starches, you don't have to be afraid of rice and pasta and grains. If you're not allergic to it, you can eat it. If you have it in moderation, meaning it's not going to be your staple food, it's going to be okay, all right? Don't be afraid of carbs. Now, there's so many different ways to diet, and I always explain this to people that when you walk down a diet aisle at the store or at the Barnes and Noble or something, there's so many diet books because that way of eating in that book worked for someone. And that person was like, oh my gosh, I want to share this with people. And then people start following it. But the thing is, everyone is a little bit different. So what works for one person may not work for another. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that one diet is better than the other. What really should happen is we explore what works for us. So here's an example. You could eat 5 meals a day. You could eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or you can do intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means that you have periods of not having food and then you have feeding windows. There's so many ways to do this. Some people will have a feeding window in the morning for 4 hours, in the middle of the day for 4 hours, or in the evening. A typical feeding window is 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, if nutrition was not your interest tonight, but exercise is, grab your notebook now and we'll talk about exercise. All right, let's do it. Sustainable exercise is where it's at. If you can find something that you enjoy, you will do it for the long haul. And if you're exercising 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever capacity you do for the rest of your life, if you can sustain it, you're going to be super healthy as you age. Now, strength training is the best way to keep osteoporosis at bay because it puts a little bit of stress on the bone, and I can explain that to you later in the Q&A if that's of interest of you. But it's going to raise your metabolic level. It's going to get more muscle on your frame, which requires more calories to sustain. So this is why so many people suggest lifting weights. Now I'm finding, after 16 years, there's less and less concern from women that they're going to get bulky. Seems like the message has gotten out there that muscle is smaller, takes up less space than fat, and so it gives us a more desirable, sexy shape. And women are learning that more and more, so I'm not even going to get in there into the bulk thing, but bar none, strength training is the best way to increase your health and increase your aesthetics. Tiger. Rawr. When I meet somebody for the first time and they love running, they love doing running outside, marathons. I say, do you love running? And they say, yes, it clears my head. I feel so good. I go, okay, cool. Keep it up. Let's make sure that we do some sort of cross training with flexibility and strength. If they say, no, I hate it. I'm just doing it to lose weight, but it doesn't seem to be working. I dive in and I say, okay, look. Your body is under so much stress with this running that you hate. It's secreting your stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. And then what happens is your body will secrete insulin to kind of balance that stuff out. And I'm hoping that everybody on the webinar knows that insulin resistance is a problem. Metabolic syndrome is a problem. Diabetes is a problem. And steady state, high intensity cardio is a problem. It will burn up your muscle. It will increase your stress hormones. It will increase your hunger and cravings. And by ratio of your tissue that's in your body, of muscle, fat, and water, you will get fatter. So if you run because you love it, if you're doing cardio because it clears your head, you must do strength training. If you're doing cardio for the sake of fat loss, stop right now, okay? You can do something better for your body. Now, another part of sustainable exercise that is so important is your flexibility. Now, so many times we don't stretch before or after the workout, and in fact, I'll be honest with you, it's debatable. Fitness professionals debate about this all the time. Is stretching really necessary? Is it joint mobility that's really necessary? Is it coordination that's really necessary? Should we do those things before our workout? Should we do them after our workout? It's a big debate. But basically, here's this. You want these tendons and joints and muscle tissue and skin tissue. Even your skin can lose some of its flexibility as you age. I've seen it. You want to be able to let those things move, because the more you can move, the less you will become a tin man as you age. You really want your whole system to be moving for as long as possible. And a little bit of woo-woo, a little bit of energy talk, your systems, your energetic systems, your chi, that's used in acupuncture, all of that requires movement. So flexibility is just so important on so many levels. Another part of sustainable exercise that's so important for you to grasp is that you don't want to burn out. Oh my gosh, burnout, right? You join a 21-day program, you've got your little containers and you're dieting down and you're hitting the gym hard, you're doing 1 hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of workouts. And at the end of 21 days, you're like, oh my God, thank God it's over. Well, big problem, right? If you're at the end of 21 days, you go back to your life before the 21 days, you're going to go back to exactly the way you were before you started. So say you did one hardcore workout a week that made you really sore and it actually took you a week to recover. Fine, do that for the rest of your life. Maybe you do a less intense workout 2 days a week. Maybe it's even less intense 3 days a week. Maybe you do a 10-minute workout 7 days a week, but you can sustain that. That's going to be the key for you to have the aesthetics and the physical health that you desire. All right, you guys, if nutrition and exercise was not your shtick, but mindset is, here you go. Grab your notebooks because I'm going to share with you my favorite topic ever, mindset. All right, so your mindset has everything to do with your reality. Don't believe me? Check this out. Say you go to a comedy club with one of your friends. Your friend loves the comedian. Oh my gosh, she is laughing so much. She's got snot coming out of her nose. She's crying because she is laughing so hard. And then as she's leaving, she's bumping into people, having a good old time, chatting it up, making new friends, saying, hey, let's go out for drinks with these guys that we just met. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I can't stop laughing. This is the best time ever. Oh my gosh, you know what we should do next? We should go to the beach and then we should watch the sunset. Oh, I love my life. This is incredible. This is so much fun. But you're here and you hate the comedian. You thought he was telling the stupidest jokes you've ever heard. You didn't laugh one bit. You thought the food was terrible. Your drink was primarily cranberry juice and not vodka. You're pissed. These two guys that you're talking about are idiots because they're laughing at the jokes just as much as she is. And hell no, you don't want to go to the beach and watch the sunrise. You want to go to bed because life is shitty right now and you got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Same things happened, same environment, different perspective. That, my friends, is a mindset. So let's talk about grit. Grit is getting up and going again after every single failure. And the reason why you can do that is because you have a growth mindset and you understand that a failure is an opportunity to grow and learn. So grit, tenacity is a mindset strength that one can develop. We're born with it. We forget about it because we learn from the other humans around us or media that's around us. It's something that we can relearn. Grit and tenacity is a key to having a long, healthy life full of love, abundance, and happiness. Let's go woo-woo a little bit. Doesn't that universe, doesn't that kind of look like an atom? Do you know about quantum physics? Quantum physics has been studied for years, and there's a lot of things that have been proven by physicists, 50 years ago, and still lots of things to be proven in the coming years, in the coming centuries. But we are all made of stars. We're all a bunch of little universes. If you look at our universe and you look at an atom, it's the same thing. Isn't that incredible? So let me share with you that this universal energy that created all things created you. You are the universe. You have that creative power within you. You can use it to create love, abundance, and joy in your life and happiness, or you can build your life off of fear. Here's how it works. If you looked at yourself under a microscope, you would not be a solid object. You would be vibrating. Everything vibrates. Everything has a vibrational energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. You can focus on things that you love that bring you joy and match the vibrational energy to all things for you that evoke love, joy, and happiness. Or you could focus on your fears and your lack in what you don't want to happen. And you will match the vibrational energy to all of those negative elements that you are scared out of your mind about. And what will happen is, like attracts like. You will either attract things to give you love, abundance, and joy, or you will attract things to give you more overwhelm, more anxiety, and more fear. Growth mindset. You heard me mention this before. A growth mindset is going to allow you to see these challenges as opportunities for growth, to keep elevating your consciousness throughout your life. All right, we're at the halfway point. Let's take a little break for some Q&A. Oh, Susie, your thing is skipping. Yes, enzymes are important. I would agree with that. Let's check with Ben. Hey, Ben, can you check the chat roll and see if anybody commented? Oh, interesting. All right, guys, let's check the chat roll real quick. Oh, no, I won't do that. Let's not. I don't want to mess anything up. So we don't have any questions here on Facebook. I'll check back again. Let's keep going. So your solutions. Of course, I'm not going to give you all these problems and not give you a solution. Growth U is a solution. I have partnered with this company. I believe in this company. We have lots of different challenges that you can do for yourself, for your job and your teams if you're in corporate. And also, if personally, you can go for 45 days and go hardcore intense, or you can do a 60-day program that I did, and you log in for 10 minutes a day, and it helps you create this growth mindset. Isogenics, I've said it before. Isogenics, well, I didn't actually tell you guys this. I started Isogenics in 2014 when I had my gym, and lots of my clients used it and loved it. Isogenics is the network marketing company, and it is a way for you to create a healthy mind and body with the food that you're putting in your brain and in your mouth, and also a way to create that residual income I was telling you about. And you have me. If you're here, I will personally enroll you in Isogenics, and I will personally help you through the growth process that you will go through. So let's talk about some of the solutions from Isogenics. Cleansing. Cleansing is a big part of it. Here's our classic 30-day system that's going to replace about 58 to 60 of your meals in a 30-day period. Now, cleansing is super important. You can Google hormone disruption and just know for right now that the toxins that we have in our environment do disrupt our hormones, and our hormones play a big role in our health. So we want to cleanse toxins that are in our body disrupting those hormones. Toxins in general. So I don't know if you know this, but there's studies that show that the air quality in your house is more toxic than the air quality that's outside. So just think of the things that you're subjected to. And here's the kicker. The thing with toxins is that your body will go through two processes to get rid of toxins, in your body. And once those two processes are over from your liver, you will store these toxins in your fat. Your fat protects your organs from these toxins. So it's one thing to be overweight and say that it bothers you, your self-esteem, how well you can move, but it's another thing entirely to say that you're legitimately toxic, like you're just walking around as a sponge for these things that are eventually really going to harm your system. Now, fat burning is super important, and fat burning is obviously important to get rid of the toxins, but also to have, a really healthy life, be able to move a lot. And visceral fat is a huge issue for a lot of us. Like you could have somebody who's got, relatively thin arms and legs, but a big middle, and that big middle is really the most, the worst. Honestly, it's the worst because you don't want to have fat in and around your organs, preventing them from working at an optimal level. And here's Jen. So Jen, I met in 2014, right when I signed up with Isogenics. And right now, currently, she is an IsoBody Challenge finalist, and I'll share with you the challenge later. So performance is another way Isogenics has a solution, and it's not just about your workouts. If you've got really long days where you have to stay focused, a really intense job, our products are going to help you cognitively focus and alertness. Now, here's an example of our performance pack. The protein has more grams per serving than the regular pack. We've got some energy and electrolyte drinks that are going to help perk you up. And we also have some brain support and some sleep products that are going to help you in your sleeping hours and, again, with that brain tissue. Now, of course, performance does obviously relate to your athletic performance. So we do have an all-natural line of supplements for your exercise. But the cool thing about this is because of heart race, you can actually use these products that increase blood flow and circulation on a regular basis, and you're just going to feel that much better. Healthy aging is another solution that we have. And like we said, like we know that we're staying alive longer. We don't want to stay alive in a hospital bed. We want to be able to do things with our body, and healthy aging is part of that. Here's an example of our healthy aging system. We have a product in here that's unique. It's a little different than what's in the other products, and it helps you with your telomeres. Now, the reason why this is so cool is that Isagenix has hired a scientist who won a Nobel Peace Prize in studying aging. And our telomeres are parts of our chromosomes that duplicate, and the duplication process is the aging process. Now, the thing is the tips of our DNA wear off. So you can see that little happy guy that's young. He's got lots of tips on his DNA, on his chromosomes. The older doesn't so much. And Mother Nature, the planet, actually has products, herbs and enzymes, botanicals found in nature that prevent those telomeres from wearing off. And we have those products in our system. So let's talk about wealth. Wealth with Isagenix is awesome because it's a home-based business. That means that you run it out of your home. I'm going to write off my internet for doing this presentation with you guys tonight. Write off the light bill because I'm doing this presentation here from home. You get bonuses. Isagenix will give you bonuses, tons of bonuses, like bonuses on the spot, the next day, daily, when you hit rank advancements, when you make a certain amount of money, you get a bonus for making money. I mean, hello. You also get a holiday bonus. I mean, could you imagine having your holiday presents paid for with a bonus? Yeah. Their system is based on you plus two, them plus two. It's super duper simple. You share Isagenix. They want to lose weight. They want to increase their performance. They want to stave off aging. You help two people do that, you're going to have some residual income flowing in. You help those two people do that, you're going to get even more residual income. Now, the best way to think about residual income is this. You have a light bill every single month, right? You have a gas bill, maybe you have a cable bill, an internet bill. Those come residually over and over and over and over again. You sign up for it once and they send you a bill every single month. Well, here's the thing with residual income. You're sharing food. You're sharing food with your friends. Now, I know that you've told somebody that you got Halo Top ice cream that's only 240 calories for a whole pint. I know that you've told people that you found that at Vons. Did Vons give you any money? And did they continue to give you money when your friend kept coming back and buying that ice cream? No. Network marketing companies allow you to do that. Now, here's the mindset portion of your solution. So like I said before, Growth U is a company that's been around for 20 plus years, and I absolutely love the people who are behind the company, and I love how they teach mindset. So I'm sharing with you my favorite concept that I've taken away from this that I use with my clients all the time. So here you are in Inception at the left side of this little valley. You get an idea for something. You're like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to compete in a powerlifting meet. I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to rank advance. I'm going to get a promotion. I'm going to start my own business. Your attitude is high. Your commitment is not so much. Your emotion is high. And another thing about that C is your competency. You really don't know what's going on, but you know you can do it, right? Then what happens is your subconscious mind kicks in, and this is the part of your mind that's responsible for 85, 90% of your decision making. That kicks in and says, oh, hell no. You can't lose those 10 pounds. You can't do a powerlifting meet. You can't do a marathon. You can't rank advance. You can't get a promotion. You can't grow your own business. Are you crazy? And then what happens? Your attitude is low. Your commitment is low. Your emotion is low. I mean, oh my God, like who hasn't been there? So depressing. Well, if you keep taking these little pop-ups from your subconscious mind that are distracting you from your goal as a challenge and an opportunity to grow, you're going to go through the transformation process. You will go back and forth. Your attitude will be high and low. Your commitment will be high and low. Your emotions will be up and down all over the place. But you know what? If you keep going, eventually this idea that you had to be a new person or have a new endeavor will just be part of who you are. And that's the identity transformation. Your attitude is high, your commitment is high, and your emotion is high. And that, my friends, is a transformation process. And this is why this is why people yo-yo diet so much and don't stick with things, because this little part of themselves who doesn't believe they can do it overpowers the part that knows you can. So here's the really cool thing about this. When you enroll, and hopefully you're going to enroll tonight, when you enroll, you have a support system at your fingertips in your laptop. We've got tons of websites that will help you in all parts of growing your business. And you have me. So I'm personally enrolling you. So I'm going to help you navigate all of this. I will hold your hand through the process. The only thing is, you've got to pick up the phone. You've got to text me. You've got to message me. You've got to email me. I will be here for you 110%, but I will not do it for you, and I will not hound you. There's a big difference in a coach and someone who's kind of just telling you what to do, or someone who's doing the work for you. This is a personal growth aspect. Now, if you enroll tonight, just to recap it, I will give you 30 days of a personal training program. Now, I charge people $297 if they want to have a 30-day personal training program. That means that it's based off of what they can do, where they are, what equipment they have access to, and what their goals are. I will give that to you for free if you go enroll at laurenherrera.isagenix.com right now. That's a value of $297. Now, in addition to that, if you decide to enroll in a President's Pack, I will double that for you. I will give you 2 30-day personal training programs. That total value is $594. And really, what you're doing is committing to yourself and purchasing food. And you will get that for free. Now, the other thing you're going to get is 45-minute sessions on Skype. I will give you 4 of those. And those 4 are going to be stretched out over a 4-month period, 116 days. And the reason for that is because Isagenix gives you the IsaBody Challenge, which is 4 months just for completing it. You don't have to have some crazy shredded transformation where you go from fat to 6-pack in 116 days. Just for completing it, just for using their system, you get $200 of product. I mean, how amazing is that? So every quarter, Ben and I place a huge, massive order in addition to what we're already ordering on Isagenix. It's totally free to us. Now, if you do this tonight, those 45 minutes on Skype, I charge $85 for those. You're going to get them for $340 of total value, totally free, nothing out of your pocket. Again, if you enroll in a President's Pack, you will get double. So that's a value of $680. Now, there's more bonuses from Isagenix. So I just mentioned the IsaBody Challenge. You'll get a $200 rebate in your back office on your own website with Isagenix when you complete that 4-month process, the IsaBody Challenge. You also get a $45 rebate when you complete Healthy Mind and Body. So Isagenix is honestly paying you to increase your health and your mindset by encouraging you to complete this 60-day program by giving you $45. The program only cost you $39, and it's going to give you $200 just for eating healthier food for that 4-month period. So they are paying you to get healthier in your mind and in your body. Now, the total value, $1,519 if you enroll tonight on a President's Pack. That's 2 months of personal training programs. That's 8 Skype sessions where we're going to talk about anything that you need help with. And it's $200 from Isagenix after you complete 4 months. And it's $45 from Isagenix when you complete the Healthy Mind and Body. So I hope you got so much out of this tonight. I hope you took notes in the portion about your basic nutrition, sustainable exercise, and mindset hacks. And I hope you have a little bit more information about Isagenix and what this company can do for you and what I can do for you as your personally enrolled sponsor to really get you on your way to have a life more full with love, abundance, and happiness. I'm going to hang out for just a second, see if you guys have any questions, and then I will sign off. Let's head over here to the chat roll, see if we have anybody chit-chatting on the chat roll. All right. Oh, hey, Justine. Justine, let me know if you have any questions. We'll stay on for just a little bit. Go ahead and type in any of your questions at Team Smash on the chat roll or here on Facebook. We'll stay on just a little bit longer, see if you guys have any questions for me. So just remember, you guys, that this webinar is only going to take place once a month. So you only have once a month to have this high value, $1,500 worth of value in total when you sign up tonight. All right, it looks like we may have some questions coming in on here. No. All right. Well, you know what? I am going to sign off. I thank you guys so much for being here. Let me see if there's just any more. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you guys so much for being on live. I super duper appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next month. Next month, we are going to do it. We're going to do it in the morning. We're going to do it early in the morning, 6:30 a.m. on August. It's the last Wednesday of August at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. So I hope you guys will join us and come ready. Come ready to really transform your life from the inside out. Bye.